pt4. Hopefully today's the last day. Wood trunks going in. We got bags installed in the front and in the back. We got airlines ran. Now we got to drill one hole for the water drain and another hole for the tank drain. So let's see what happens here. Hopefully it's not a bitch. So far so good, everything's turned out perfect. So we got the trunk set up here. It looks pretty dirty, but we're gonna clean it up and hopefully it looks good at the end of the results. Now I gotta drill a hole down and then just like a little hole, and then we're gonna take it off again.
What is that hole for?
That's for the water drain, for your water filter mount. And that's gonna go to the exterior of the car. Alright guys, so I bought this valve. Bought it at Amazon, 12-volt valve, air valve. And this is gonna it's gonna hook up directly down to my tank. So every month when I wanna drain the water out of my tank, I just push a button and then it's gonna open this valve, release the pressure with all the water out of it. And we're gonna mount it up, probably up top right here. Mount it up here. And then run a push button to it, and pretty much it. So this is basically automatic air purging out of your tank. Get this valve. This is where we routed our automatic tank drain valve there. Put it right here, ran the hose to the front of the tank, to the exterior of the car. So you don't want it inside of the car. Fucking water will go everywhere.
We use the existing
plugins.
Just make a hole, put some WD-40.
WD-40 and a hammer.
Lubricate that shit. Otherwise it'll pop out again.
Yeah, so.
Take 7 steps back. I don't give a damn if a motherfucker wearing all black. Run out, lift, don't know how to act. Face gets smacked with a Louisville bat. Now think on that. Wanna be, never have been. Really wanna be with me. Hard chop 'em up and put their body parts in the icebox like Jay Green. K-R-E-E-P, say hey to the brand new way. Keep on retweeting my shit, I'ma remember who never day. Pussy motherfuckers talking shit behind the screen for what? I prefer jujitsu, you're the pussy boy, you need a gun. Looking down the barrel of my 22, I never thought it'd come to this, I bet you didn't too. And rest in peace to all my kid who didn't make it through. I see you soon as I meet my doom. I meet my doom. I meet. Watch your alert when I walk out the door. Enemies lurking to see your default. Callers with trust cause I've been there before. You never look at me in the eyes when I spoke. Nothing new under the sun, but I'm doing it better than ever before. Wanna make a hype beast so mad that he wanna come from me at one of my shows. Seen the motherfuckers rapping so flow, spitting no flow with the flow, go bury yo.
Get the tank mounted. We're mounting it. I think there's like a beauty in there now.
You gotta pre all the little lock nuts behind the wood not to fall off.
Oh yeah. The things we put behind this plywood to hold the bolts to tighten them. If you guys ever do it, make sure you guys put some type of silicone or glue on them, because they will pop off if you put pressure on it. Remember guys, this is the easy setup to set up. Tell them why, Flaco.
Plug and play.
This is all you gotta do.
You don't gotta fucking run any fancy ass wires to fucking fancy ass switches on your front. All your wiring is gonna be right here.
So it's worth the money, unless you have all the time in the world.
Fuck. This shit took
and
us...
patience.
Yeah.
This is... Bam.
Got everything hooked up. Bolts mounted. Airlines mounted. Now, we're probably gonna hook these bad boys up to these. And we're gonna put some Teflon tape on that bitch. on these threads, make them fucking airtight. And the reason I don't know if we explained it on the last video or on the previous clips. I bought this stand because if you don't have this stand and if this mount is installed beneath the air tank and compressors, it voids the warranty. This manifold right here should be lifetime warranty, but if you have it installed underneath the tank and underneath the compressors, you will lose that warranty. So I recommend
Why can't you have it on the floor?
We can't have it on the floor because this is what Airlift, this is what they explain. They think, or what they say in the manual, that if you have this manifold underneath the tank and underneath the compressors, that some of the water that collects inside of the tank could go in here and settle in this manifold. And during cold weathers, like in Washington State, we sometimes have below freezing temperatures, and when that happens, the water inside of this manifold could freeze and break shit inside. So that's why they recommend to mount it as high as possible,
so the water wouldn't go in.
Exactly. You do have water filters there, but in their theory, they still think that
Just safety.
it's just a safety precaution, and knowing those guys, they just want to do everything to avoid replacing the fucker, you know?
There it is, guys.
Now it's time for the wiring and out of the wood. We could probably have the wood now.
See, I've been kicking it with my homie Scoop. It's 4:30. He rolling the blunt and I'm sitting there thinking about how life gets so. Sometimes all I really wanna do is disappear in a cloud of black smoke, then reappear like Houdini with no feelings to show. And I got these rusty chains around my ankles, and on the other end I see Satan pulling me as I dangle down into the unknown abyss. And I'm wishing I could just come back one more time so I can settle shit, but I can't. So jump on in, the fire is great. So many motherfuckers told me I would end up in this late, but loading a 9mm into my Glock and into my brain. But shouts out to Alex Crowley, your writing is keeping me sane.
Alright guys, so this is a safety relief valve. Each kit has one, so you don't gotta worry about buying one. It also comes with this. So you basically mount it on top of this, off of the teeth. And this is gonna go underneath your tank. Connected in series with my automatic drain. You see it's 1/4" airline. So this relief valve is rated for 225 psi. So anything above 225, I'll pop this open just for safety, so I wouldn't blow the tank up. So do we have extra airline? So this is gonna go mounted in between this 1/4" airline going into my automatic drain valve. I'm gonna cut it here, and it's recommended to have this relief valve facing up, never downward like this, because it ain't gonna work, because water and shit could get trapped in there, and that will cause it not to open when it needs to. Mount it right here. We're probably gonna have to build something right here to hold it up straight.
Yeah.
There it is. I'll probably build something to hold it up right here, or even those sticky connectors. So this is the main airline that's gonna feed. That's gonna feed
The whole system.
the whole system. So we're gonna try to run it down here. Okay. The thing is, if I go like that, you can.
Well, this is not gonna chew it. You don't want to be too tight in every hole. No hoses. Give it some slack.
Got it in here. This done. We got the water trap. Now we're gonna add some wire.
You managed to fit these motherfuckers under the seat.
That's some thick ass wire.
It's a mission.
I don't know why they water take these. So I'll hook up to this. Black with black, red with red. You guys know the basics.
Is that the compressor to the harness, huh?
Yeah, this is the compressor. This is the first compressor to the harness.
Then if you have a second compressor,
You gotta buy a second one. You gotta buy a second harness for it. It's basically plug and play, man. This is pretty basic.
you'd be done right here if you only had one compressor.
Yep.
That'd be it.
That'll be it. And you gotta run your remote wire or whatever.
We still gotta run this bitch under this damn seat. So there's our little setup right here. By these motherfuckers right here.
Keeps you from running wires to your goddamn battery.
So we're gonna have straight power to one of these and a straight ground to the other one. And that's where all the compressors get hooked onto.
Yep.
And you still could power up your amp for your sub using these.
You can power up a shitload of things in these motherfuckers. Amps, fucking the solenoid valves.
But make sure you get a good ass battery that's gonna fucking take to connect all that shit. Or a fucking
capacitor.
a capacitor.
Okay, so now it's time for. So we need to separate them so they wouldn't.
And we're gonna mount these in the back of the seat. Make sure it's easy to get to if something goes wrong.
Yep.
And it should just screw in like butter. So we're pretty much in the ends right now.
Ready? Just cut them here, twist them probably. Better.
Make sure to buy these right here. They can save your
Actually
ass.
came with them.
Oh, that comes with them.
With the kit. Comes with
Make sure to use these.
If you don't, compressor could probably fry.
Got the nice setup here. We're about ready to go. We're about ready to fucking turn this shit on.
Yeah, where's the USB?
It's in that side.